back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another video by your boy, Ethan Shmethan. Today, we will be making some crackpot ribs. And you might be wondering, well, they are some very delicious ribs. I've only made this recipe like 2 or 3 times, so we'll see if they're delicious or not. And then we'll also be making some cheesy mashed potatoes to go for the side as well. And we'll determine if I want to do an extra side, so later on in the video, we'll see if there's a surprise side. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video, and honestly, let's just get right into this.
Okay, so first he's gonna grab his ribs because he's gonna have to prep them by removing the silver membrane from the back. It says you can slip a knife under it and put a piece of paper towel to help you grip it if it's slippery. It says if you're having trouble finding the membrane, your ribs may have already had it removed.
Well, let's find out. Oh man.
It also says you need to inspect it for any bone pieces or shards that can be present from the butcher cutting the ribs. Ew. It's like when butterflies shed from their cocoon.
What? They weren't kidding, it's slipping on my hands like my wiener. Gross as hell. Alright, I'm basically done, crazy. What's the next step?
Did you inspect it?
Okay, let me inspect it.
Drake if he was an FBI inspector.
Drake if he wasn't into little kids. Alright, so we're gonna grab the crock pot out and we're gonna see how much we can fit into one. Let's see, so the bowl's a pretty decent size, so I might do half. Oh my gosh, I just can't eat this raw. Okay, so actually, yeah, so she just said to slice it, so put it on your next, season it.
It says next combine rub mix and massage into prepared ribs. What does that mean?
Alright guys, so Cozy's gonna look it up, but I'm gonna improvise and try some spices on this. I know the usual salt and pepper, but then also I know you should put smoked paprika as well. We got garlic powder, and then where's onion powder? We got onion powder. We're gonna get this nicely seasoned. All right, so guys, we're gonna season this. Or start off with our basics, you know, the salt, pepper.
Now he's puts an onion. Oh. You should touch your eye after. You know what happened to me yesterday?
Why? What happened?
I ate Takis and I still had some powder on my hands and I forgot. And I itched my eye and it started burning so bad. I literally had to run to the bathroom and put my eye in the water.
Alright, so what's next?
Okay. Alright, did you rub it front and back of the ribs?
I guess I'll do the back too. Well, time to make this a whole sequence of me just rubbing.
Ladies?
Take notes.
So you're gonna place onion, sliced garlic, water, and ribs in a slow cooker.
Okay, so I don't think we have onion or garlic, so we're gonna use water.
Oh gosh.
Cozy?
I was just saying that. I don't know. I mean, I think it should be okay. I think the onion and garlic just add like a little extra flavoring or something like that.
Yeah.
It says cook ribs on high 4 hours or low 8 hours.
We'll do low 8 hours because our crock pot is broken and it only goes to 8 hours on low.
And then I think after that it says preheat broiler, combine ketchup, chili, and barbecue sauce.
We'll get back to you in about 8 hours.
When we're gonna rub it in.
Ladies and gentlemen, so we have our pans ready. Boom, boom. I'm gonna be honest, they look a little goofy, but they'll probably look good once we barbecue and sauce them up and everything. But yeah, so now next we're gonna broil these for 3 to 5 minutes and hopefully they look just as delicious. Also, you have to sauce these with barbecue, so we're gonna get right into that. Ladies and gentlemen, so this kind of tore off a little while I was trying to grab it, but the rest of it seems pretty good, pretty decently cooked. All right, so I was recommended to use the hickory and brown sugar barbecue sauce. It Apparently it's a really good sauce, so we're gonna just pour a little and then rub it around. All right, so let's put these in the oven. We'll set a timer for 4 minutes, so right in between the recommended time they said. Boom. Boom. Yeah, we'll see. In about 4 minutes, we'll see if these are nice and cooked or still a little nasty looking. All right, so now we're gonna open these beans and we're gonna put them in a bowl. All right, so we're done with the beans. We opened the can. So now we're gonna dump these in. Come on, come out, come out. All right, so there's our beans. We're gonna warm these up. I usually warm these up for like 2 minutes, all right? So while your, steak's like either cooking or, broiling, you can literally just, warm up the beans while that's happening. That looks juicy. All right, let me go grab the other one. Oh my gosh, these actually look pretty good. Oh, Zion, these look very delicious. Whoa. Food for me? You shouldn't have. But anyways, we are on to the food review part, okay? So now we're gonna be trying the mashed potatoes, the beans, and the special part, the ribs. All right, I got water here to, get that down in case, there's some parts where I'm like, ugh. But all in all, let's start this. So first off, we're gonna start off with the ribs. Oh, that's pretty good. Let me try to get a piece where there's some barbecue sauce. That piece didn't really have too much barbecue. Even though I ate lunch like 2 or 3 hours ago, right after I made the ribs, this still tastes amazing. Holy crap. If I had to rate that out of like 10, you're probably like a 9 or 8. I think I'd probably put it at 8 because I didn't put a lot of sauce, and so I kind of just taste more of the pork chops or the pork part of the ribs rather than the barbecue, which I'm more of a sauce person, so I prefer the sauce, but it is what it is, right? All right, so on to our next part, we got the mashed potatoes. Cheesy mashed potatoes, I put in a lot of cheese to make it really cheesy, so hopefully it doesn't disappoint. We'll find out. Cheesy mashed potatoes. You can't really go wrong with this stuff. I'd probably give it like, 9 or 10. Cheesy mashed potatoes always hit the spot, Let's get on to the final part, the beans. And we'll see if these are just as delicious as I remember or gross. Because these have been staying in my cupboard for like a few months, so hopefully they're still good. That is delicious. 9 or 10. They're really good too. I'm a big barbecue person. I love barbecue stuff. It is one of my favorite types of foods, but all in all, this meal's like a 9.5, maybe even a 10 out of 10, okay? It's just, I didn't put too much sauce on the ribs, which is the only downside. The rest was good. Cheesy mashed potatoes, ooh. Beans, ooh. Ribs, ooh. All in all, very yummy. So let's just get right into the price overview. All right, so first off, we got the ribs, all right? Let's see how much this thing costs in total. So ribs are pretty expensive depending on how many you get. I got kind of one of the bigger packs, which was like 19 bucks. So the whole pack of ribs is just $19 on its own. And then the barbecue sauce was around $3 to $4. The salt, $1. Pepper, $1. Paprika, $2 to $3. And then garlic powder, also $2 to $3. So the onion powder, which is $2 to $3. And then mashed potatoes, the pack, I got the family size, so it was like $4. And then the cheese, which was $2. And then that's like $6, which is pretty cheap to make like a big portion of mashed potatoes. I got 2 Tupperwares full of behind the camera. And lastly, the beans, they're really cheap. Actually, they're like $2 to $3. I love these beans. Like literally almost any kind of bean is delicious to me. Except black ones, they're all right. The total price from what I'm adding would be 38 to 40 bucks, all right? So, you know, it's pretty costly, but you know, it's a meal that will last you a week. If you know you're on your own, this will probably last you a while if you're not a big bag. Also, you know, if you're making this for your family or something, this is definitely good for like a small family of like 3 or 4 maybe. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, all right? I love making these cooking videos. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I love y'all with my little barbecue fingers. And I'll see you guys in the next video, all right? Peace out.